let's talk about our guest today, Seth Dees. Welcome, JJ Molinaro.
Welcome back, JJ.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Fuck yeah, won your preliminary round. Got a
Yeah.
spot back on the couch.
Hell yeah.
Came back
My
strong.
dreams are coming true.
Dude, you had a great round against Nancy. Holy shit.
I was mean. I hope she's not mad.
I don't think she is. I saw her post and a lot of people were like, "You did great. You did great. That was funny."
It's like those are great friends.
Yeah, very kind.
I didn't know that much about Nancy, so I was just like, yeah, she's old alcoholic slut. Like, you know.
There it is.
That was pretty much your set. And if y'all want to see it, you can go check it out on our page. Just go to our other videos. You'll see the roast battle from September. We opened with JJ taking a shotgun out and blowing Nancy's head off.
I don't even think she's racist. But I called her racist.
You did call her racist.
I did call her racist.
Fine.
Yeah.
What happens on stage stays on stage.
And in Nancy's defense, Nancy is a sweetheart, and Nancy is getting better. She comes out and she works hard, but she's been doing it a lot less. Well, she's put a lot less time in the game than you have.
Yeah.
And so, like, that was the odds were definitely stacked against her, and she wasn't used to that format, and that like she didn't realize how hard people were going to go right off rip.
Right.
And so I think if we gave her a chance and come back, I think she'd do great.
Yeah, she'll keep trying. She'll keep doing it. She had fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. The audience had fun. The audience loved her. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very likable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love Nancy.
It was good, man. It was fun.
It was fun.
It'll actually be my 8-year anniversary of doing stand-up on the 13th of this month.
No shit.
yeah.
Well, happy
8 years.
fucking birthday,
Yeah.
JJ. Hell yeah.
My parents have been ashamed for 8 years. You know?
Where did you start? In Fayetteville?
In Fayetteville.
Where was your first open mic?
Riley's on Dixon. They did an open mic. They were doing an open mic there, and
I remember that one.
yeah, but they only did it for like a few more weeks after I started, and then they moved to it. They started doing the open mic at Nomad's Southtown.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
But now, Riley's used to be. Now that's a Nomad's, isn't it? Isn't it like Nomad's Trailside or something?
no, Nomad's Trailside is it's
Somewhere
off
else.
of like Sycamore Street.
Oh, okay. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
and that's where the open mic is now. Is Trailside.
Oh, okay.
Are you from Fayetteville? Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from North Little Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I just went up there for school.
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
and bitches.
You've been busy, man.
School and bitches.
School and bitches.
The bitches are much sweeter up there. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's less vampiric creatures up there.
Speaking of bitches and JJ's bitches, one thing that I definitely wanted to talk about was your the most recent relationship you had with a stripper. Like, I want to hear that story.
Is that still going?
Well, I'm kind of talking to a new one right now.
A new stripper?
Well, a bartender. She's a bartender at the strip club.
Is she working her way up?
So she's stripper adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she like aspiring?
No, she just wants to bartend.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's been going good. I went to see her yesterday.
Nice. Congratulations,
Yeah,
buddy.
it was
When you're
great.
there with her, like, does she know you're like courting her?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have to like watch the fuck where you're looking? You know.
Oh, that was a
I don't
funny
think so.
question.
That is a good question. You're just hanging out at this bar. You got a crush on her. Talking about.
One time I was there, and this dancer there was like messed with my hair and was like giving me like a scalp massage.
Oh,
And
nice.
like, and she made a couple comments about that.
To her, to you,
To me.
what'd she say to you?
She was just like, "Oh, I saw you like getting your head rubbed."
With
I was like,
ginger.
"Yeah, I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to tell her not to rub my head. Plus, I just didn't want to tell her not to rub my
Right.
head." You know,
What a treat.
Yeah.
What a
But
treat.
yeah, but
So she is kind of like she's keeping an eye. Like she's territorial.
a little bit. And then
That's cool.
one time I went in to see her, but she canceled on her shift and texted me. She's like, "I'm not going to be in today." And I was like, "Oh, I'm already almost there. I'm just going to grab a couple beers." Well, the manager asked her or told her that I stayed for like 6 beers. And so the next time I talked to her, she's like, "Oh, I heard you were cheating on me with that other bartender." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You said you were going in for a couple beers, but you stayed for like 3 hours." I was like, I don't know. Like, I have a good life.
Did you actually have 6 beers?
Yeah.
It's only a couple big beers.
That's like a
Really.
couple of beers an hour. That's not that bad.
It's not a big deal.
No, but like, you got to think, like, if you tell her one thing and then you show up to her place of work and do something else, her coworkers are gonna tell her.
Well, yeah, because I told her I'm only going to stay for a couple beers, like, and then I'm going to leave since you're not there. But I ended up staying like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
and had like 6 beers, at least 6 beers.
I mean, once you're
and
there.
she made a couple comments about that, but but I was just like, I'm sorry, and I'm really adorable. Like, strippers love me.
I could see that.
So how did the previous situation happen with the stripper? Because I never heard the resolution of that. I just kind of heard the beginning.
Oh, she was just using me for money. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it was yeah, I kind of
What?
I have this bullshit story about dating her that was mostly bullshit. I mean,
Okay.
mostly. But then like like I lent her $500, which I never got back. And then
Yeah, if you give a stripper $500, you're never getting that money back.
I took her and her little kid and her mom to go see Baby Shark the musical at the Robinson Center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we ended up leaving early because the little kid was like crying and was too young to appreciate it. And a little red flag about how good of a mom this girl was. Like her kid obviously was cross-eyed. Like her kid had one eye that was like a lazy eye or something like that. And the kid was like 3 years old. She's like, the doctor just told me he has a lazy eye. I had no idea. And I was like, I've been looking at your kid for like 2 minutes. And I noticed it. Like how good of a mom are you? So then we went to Red Lobster and yeah, and I was kind of broke because I just lent a stripper $500 and just paid for these like expensive ass tickets, 4 tickets to Baby Shark the musical, which we didn't even stay for. And I take her to Red Lobster, and her mom, the stripper didn't order that much, and the kid didn't eat that much, but the mom was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get lobster and crab. She got like the ultimate feast, which was like $60, and ordered drinks and stuff. So it's like my bill came to like $150, and most of it was the mom just taking advantage of me. Like the mom also used to be a stripper.
A lineage.
Yeah, it's a lineage. And they did put the daughter in dance classes, but she's only 3, so
What do they call that in college when somebody's like a legacy?
A legacy.
Yeah, she's a goddamn legacy.
Yeah. And then this girl I'd lent $500 to, she like was like, I don't know if I want to date anymore because I don't think that you have like enough money for me. Like, and I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I need a guy that'll take care of me so I can stop stripping. And I was like, all right. But then we kind of started talking again. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to go out with you again. I'm sorry about all that. I'd love to go out. Like, I was like, yeah, and I can come see you at the club. Like, I'll pay you for a dance. And like the dance is like for an hour, like $600. I wasn't going to pay her for $600, even though I did do that once. But I wasn't.
So you've given the stripper $1,100.
Yeah, giving her more than that. And then she's like, okay, cool. Like, and instead of meeting at the club and giving you a dance, you could just pay me $600 when we go out. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, I don't necessarily like want to pay you money like to date you. And she's just like, oh, you guys are so the same. You're so annoying. Like, you won't even pay to go out with me, but you'll pay to touch my ass. That's disgusting. I was like, yeah, you're a stripper. Like, so that's kind of how that ended.
Okay.
She's in the wrong line of work, it sounds like.
Yeah.
No, it just sounds like she's trying to be
She's
manipulative.
making me feel disgusting for being willing to pay her for a dance.
Yeah, she's trying to manipulate you, bro. That's what they do.
Yeah, but this new one's not doing that. This new one's not doing that.
She's the bartender. She's not even a stripper.
She's not. Yeah.
Yet. She's thinking about it.
Yeah, she's thinking about it. I think it'd be cool. It's kind of cool dating a stripper.
Doesn't sound cool.
No, that sounds fucking
You
terrible.
made it sound bad.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm a big fan of the arts. Like,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of like stand up is like real.
No,
like,
Mom, you
low.
wouldn't understand. I'm a fan of the arts, okay?
the arts.
She's
Yeah.
a dancer.
Yeah, so you like stand up's real like down here, and then it's like professional wrestling up here, and then strippers.
Is that like in hierarchy of like
yeah, what?
of value? Like,
Yeah, how good the art is. Yeah, how much I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
so you have professional wrestling over stand up?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. It's like a never ending soap opera with dudes bleeding and doing flips and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I've been more hyped watching wrestling than I have stand up. I think I've been like,
I've gotten way more entertainment value out of stand up than wrestling, and also I've like get more like after the show, after it's over, I think about the stand up a lot more than I sit there and think about the wrestling.
right.
Oh, hey, you know that show we did at the Joint? You know, there was the strippers were there from the club, remember? Yeah. So Seth's on the next one we're doing at the Joint. But yeah, so my my grandma, my mom, the current girl I was dating, a different girl,
You are a
she's not
player.
a stripper, and a bunch of aunts and uncles and a bunch of my mom's like 60-something-year-old friends were at to see me. But the strip club sent a group of girls to come support me and do promo at my show and stuff. And I didn't know what to do because it's an awkward situation. Like my grandma's there, the girl I'm dating and stuff. And I couldn't just ask them to leave. You know, I couldn't ask them to leave. Like, not the strippers. I wouldn't ask them to leave. I couldn't ask my grandma and the girl I'm dating to leave. You know, but yeah, no. So there's some Marines in the crowd, and they were like all like before the show, like roast me, roast us. So at one point, I addressed the Marines in the crowd. And I was like, thank y'all for your service. And I started roasting them. And then later I addressed that there were strippers in the crowd. There's some girls from the Peppermint Hippo. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, thank you for your service. Like, I was like, I don't know.
I was waiting on a thank you for your cervix.
Cervix,
Like,
yeah.
That's where I thought you were
Thank
going
you for
with
your
that.
cervix.
That's excellent that you got like the club was like, we got to go support him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if he's there dropping $1,100 on one girl, they're like, hey, maybe we need to go like see what he's up to and
Right.
get his friends to come out.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's great, dude.
Yeah, Seth, if you go spend $1,100 at the strip club, they'll come to our show too.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Kara, you heard him.
You want to go?
Yeah, but will I? No.
I invited Bear to go once. He
Yeah.
wouldn't go.
Yeah, we want to go. We want to go.
I don't. I am not interested in the Peppermint Hippo at fucking all.
Don't you
It's
wanna see
nice.
it?
It's nice. It's nicer than Visions used to be.
Visions was rough.
Visions was
It
rough.
was like a bag of wet flour dancing up there,
yeah.
which is just dough, I think. Wet flour.
The only strip club that I've been to and I had a good time, there was a stripper that was missing a rib, and if you gave her $5 or $10, I don't remember how much it was. If you gave her a tip, she would let you like put your fingers and feel where her rib was missing, and you could feel her heartbeat. Like,
Oh,
through your
that's
finger.
weird.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Weird kink unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to awaken something. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't turned on by her at all, but I was like, hey, I got $10. Like, let's.
Yeah. I want to
You
feel
never
her
know.
heartbeat.
I want to touch a heart.
Yeah.
You never know what it's gonna do to you. You know what I mean? That's why I try to
Yeah.
stay away from too many animals. You know.
So actually, speaking of relationships, I was talking to two girls, and one of them today just told me that she lives in Hot Springs, and here, I'll read
You just
the
found out
text.
where she lives.
No, I knew she lived in Hot Springs. She was like,
So you multiples.
yeah. You know,
Are they following you?
girls are like vapes. You got to have two of them in case one dies or you get sick of the same flavor. You know.
Do you have two vapes?
Yeah, I got two vapes. I think I left
Yeah,
one
he's
in my
double
car.
fisting them vapes,
Yeah.
man. He's like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
She's like, hey, JJ, I think you should know I've started dating someone here in Hot Springs. I hope you understand. I'd love to be your friend because I think you're amazingly sweet and talented. I do understand that that's weird for you, though. So I was like, hey, that's okay. No worries. We can be friends if you want. She goes, thanks. Cool. Maybe I'll bring him to one of your comedy shows sometime. Is that weird? LOL. And I go, yeah, that's a little weird.
yeah,
That's how I left it, you know.
That is weird.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, you just ended things with me. Don't bring. Yeah, I'm not going to show any of the girls I'm talking to this podcast, by the way.
okay.
Like,
Good deal. We're glad to have you on.
because those girls didn't know about each other. So
Well, now one of them's done. So
yeah, one of them's done. Yeah.
good deal. Well, I mean, you're right. You got to keep things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have your hands in multiple pockets, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a big deal as long as you're not lying to him. Like, it's when you start lying to him, that's when it's a problem.
I'm not lying. It's like in 30 Rock. No, I didn't lie, Kenneth. I massaged the truth. I always thought that was hilarious.
No, I didn't have 6 beers. I just went for 2. Like, yeah. That's lying, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you've been busy. You've been very busy. You've been Your shows that you put on at the joint, dude,
have been fantastic, man.
Yeah.
JJ's been headlining the joint and selling that bitch out, and it's been dope as fuck.
I'm hoping I can sell this one on the 26th out, but I'm competing with the Razorback game now, and last Saturday before Halloween, so it might be harder to sell this one out. But
Right.
I'm hoping Seth's going to be on it.
Gonna make it a fucking Halloween party.
We should.
Do you have an
we should all
event
do
and a ticket link up for that yet?
On the Joint's website, yeah, there is.
Okay, if I can find it, I'll put a link in to it in the description.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to sell some tickets. Yeah, I did a show in Heber Springs with JP and Big Dre.
How'd that go?
Was that Friday? Okay, the crowd was old, like 60-year-old racist white people.
Fun.
JP and Dre were like probably the only two black people in Heber Springs that night, but this, so I get done with my set. I did 25 minutes and I walk off stage, and I go to the bar, and this lady's sitting there with this guy that she's like dating or something, who she's like in her 60s, maybe 70s. She's probably in her 60s. She had walked out during my set. I didn't think anything of it, but she walked out near the beginning. She's like, I wanted you to know that I thought your set was disgusting. You kept saying the F word, and that's disgusting. You don't have to be disgusting to be funny. And I was like, oh, thank you for your feedback. She's like, don't thank me. I hated it, and I'm never coming back. And then, then JP walks up, and he's like, oh, hey, what'd you think of my set? She's like, I hated your set too. You used the F word too. And I like turned to JP, and I was like, yeah, JP, don't fucking use the F word on stage.
Was it fuck?
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. She just didn't like it. She thought it was disgusting to use the word fuck.
Fuck that old bag.
Fuck yeah.
She sucks.
I should have offered to sign her tits or something. I wanted to tell the guy. I could tell she wasn't married to the guy she was with. They were just like, I could tell he was into her and stuff. And I wanted to be like, dude, fucking run.
Yeah,
run. People were like apologizing for her and buying me drinks. And like, that lady's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah. I didn't care. I thought it kind of added a little something different to the night. So I was all right with it.
It's a story to tell.
Yeah.
Well, JJ, what this show is supposed to be for anybody that's watching for the first time is we bring you on, we get to know you a little bit, kind of get as much information about you as we can, and then at the end of the month, we all have a roast battle for this belt right here. Yeah. And I got some questions for you that I have prepared. I'll start going through them real quick. Oh, I should have been more professional and already had them pulled up before I started this conversation. Yeah. Why are you gay? No, you answer where you're from. What are some of your favorite hobbies?
I like to read. I like to write poetry. I like watching sports, watching professional wrestling. I like betting on sports.
What kind of poetry do you write?
Like
love poetry, or you like battle rapping?
No, like a lot of sad shit. Like my poetry reads like it was written by a teenager that read the Wikipedia page on nihilism or something. That's like that's like a lot of my poetry.
Do you have any of it memorized? Can you tell us?
No, I don't have any of it memorized that I want to share. But
that means yes, but I'm not telling.
Yeah. I took a creative writing class in college, and I really got into poetry there. Okay. I'm better at stand up than. Or it's not saying much. I'm better at stand up than I am poetry.
Have you done poetry live?
Yeah. There's like a mixed open mic in Fayetteville where I'd read some of my poems sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
JJ, how old are you now?
I'm 34.
34, okay. What's the dumbest thing you did in your 20s?
Okay, so one time when I was in college, I was at the Jimmy John's on Dixon, and I was obliterated. And I go into Jimmy John's. It's very busy, and I noticed they're all wearing hats with the letters JJ in red letters on them. Mm-hmm. And I decided I needed one of those hats. So I called a pledge because I was in a fraternity. I called a pledge and told him to wait in the parking lot with the car running. And I went into JJ's, jumped and bent over the counter and grabbed a hat off a dude's head. And then I ran out with the hat on and jumped in the car. And I was like, fucking go, go, go. And he's like, what's going on? I'm like, fucking go. So I have this Jimmy John's hat that says JJ on it in red letters.
This pledge is like, dude, did we just rob that fucking JJ?
Kind of.
Did you just like rob them and get no money? Like
I got a hat.
you had me commit a felony and we made no money.
You just got a hat, and the hat doesn't even fit. Like I got a big ass
head.
Yeah, I got a big ass head. I mean, even this one's big. Like, and
it's not adjustable.
No. I meant even this head's big. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't land.
You're talking about your wiener?
I'm talking about my wiener.
Wow.
No, I got a small dick. Hey, everyone that's going to roast me for having a small dick. I got a tiny dick.
You pay strippers, we know.
I pay strippers.
Oh. All right, that's a good one. Yeah, so you just went in there and took. I wonder what that guy thought.
He was like, hey, and I just kept running. He froze and just started yelling "hey" at me. I mean, we had a counter.
You probably had to buy that hat too.
Dude, the last thing.
Yeah, he probably did. Yeah.
The last thing on that guy's mind was, I bet that guy's name was JJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
One time I was in that Jimmy John's. I used to steal like chips from it and like bread and stuff from it all the time.
Wild.
One time,
Wait, you went back to the Jimmy John's?
I used to go there all the time. Yeah.
Did you ever see that guy again?
I was drunk. I don't even remember what he looks like.
He probably saw you and was like, fuck, it's the guy. Hide your hat.
Hide your hat.
Put him in this bag.
Yeah, but I used to steal stuff from that Jimmy John's quite a bit. Like one time I was in there and I went into the bathroom and I walked out and it was super busy because Dixon Street was closing, so they'd get really busy at night. And this one guy was like, tuna something sandwich. And I looked at him and I was like, it's mine. And I just grabbed it and walked out. And then I heard him like, someone stole her sandwich. Like, you know, like as I'm leaving, I'm just eating. I don't even like tuna that much. I just was hungry. I was just drunk and hungry.
You're just a force for chaos, JJ.
Yeah.
Okay. What scarred you as a child? Like, where does your childhood trauma come from?
Okay, so yeah, I have OCD, and I got diagnosed with OCD when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And so all throughout my childhood into my 20s, I was on this medication for OCD, Zoloft. And I don't know, my OCD was really bad, and like it affected my life quite a bit. It was a little bit debilitating sometimes. Like it affected how I was able to function. I kind of grew out of it a little bit, but I found out like in my 20s, I took this like gene something testing where they like see how you metabolize different psychoactive drugs, and like Zoloft has zero effect on me. Like I just don't. I'm just unlucky. It was like I was on that for decades, and like it didn't do shit the whole time. Just made me fat. Like is all it did. Like yeah. So I don't know. Nothing much. I think going to Catholic school kind of traumatized me a little bit because
bony fingers, cold.
What?
Bony fingers.
Bony fingers. Yeah. No, it traumatized me because I didn't understand why the priest didn't ever come after me. I was like, I'm fat, I'm easy to catch, but like, nah.
I always wash my hands.
I was a slutty kid too. I don't know what was wrong with that priest. No, but being in Catholic school kind of traumatized me. Like Catholic guilt is like a real thing, So
do you feel guilty for
everything? Yeah, I feel guilty for thoughts, like which isn't good because I have OCD. I feel guilty like about a bunch of shit, and I'm still like recovering from it. Like Catholic, a lot of a lot of people you meet, if you ask what religion they are, they'll be like, I used to be Catholic. They're never like, I'm currently Catholic.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're like, I was raised Catholic.
So like for thoughts or like robbing Jimmy John's or lying to strippers or like those are the okay, cool.
Yeah. I feel bad about everything.
All right. How did you learn where babies were made?
Oh, I didn't know vaginas were a thing for a long time. Like I was like 13 when I found out what a vagina was. I thought women had births out of their butts. Like I thought they like literally just like had births out of their butts.
Do you think they had wieners?
No, I just thought it was just, I didn't know there was a hole there. I thought it was just.
You thought it was like a Barbie?
Like a Barbie. Yeah, I thought it was like a Barbie. So I think I was like probably 12 or 13 when I found out like what vaginas were. Like I didn't know shit about sex. I went to Catholic school. They were just like, if you have sex, you're going to get a disease and like God's going to be mad. So that was like our sex education, right? Oh, like I remember one time I was in like 7th grade and our art teacher was showing us a bunch of pictures of like women breastfeeding babies. I didn't even know breastfeeding was a thing. Like I thought cows were the only thing that made milk. And I was like, this is disgusting. Why are you showing us this? She's like, it's not disgusting. It's beautiful. I'm like, he's sucking on her boobs. Like, and I was like arguing with the art teacher. That's how ignorant I was of like women. Like,
Wait, so at this school they didn't teach you what mammals were?
no. I don't think so.
Science ain't big in the Catholic community.
Yeah.
He was too busy counting the tiles on the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, my science teacher.
Kick in.
My science teacher. One of the first things I did that was funny that I remember was my science teacher got gerbils and brought them to the class. Did I tell y'all this on the last podcast?
I don't remember.
Okay. She
I would remember this.
She brought gerbils to the class, and one of them was a black gerbil and one of them was a white gerbil, and we got to submit names for everyone to vote on what we wanted to name the gerbils.
That was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea.
My idea is one. So for the black gerbil, I wanted it to be MC Hamster, and the white gerbil was Vanilla Mice, and that like overwhelmingly won.
That's a great choice.
Yeah. MC Hamster and Vanilla Mice is the black and white gerbil. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that went a way better direction than I thought I was going to go.
yeah.
It was like it's kind of innocent. It's very funny.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 7th grade.
Damn, dude. Fuck
early, yeah, that's
early comedy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Kids didn't really get my jokes and stuff when I was a kid because I think like I would either be way too silly because I thought that was what worked with kids, or I was like kind of witty for a kid. Like I would say stuff that's kind of witty. Like
kids didn't like the 9/11 jokes.
They're like too soon because it was like 3 weeks ago.
All right, I got 3 more questions for you.
Yeah.
One, what is something that you absolutely love about yourself?
Okay, I love that I love having creative outlets, whether it's poetry or stand-up comedy. I like that I'm a creative person, and whether it's like good or bad stuff that I do, like the quality of it, I like that I have at least a drive to do something creative. I really like that about myself.
Fuck yeah.
Are you gonna ask what I hate about myself?
That's the next question. Is what's something you hate about yourself?
I need more of a backbone. I'm so afraid of confrontation. Like if someone's mad at me, even if I'm not in the wrong, I don't think I'm always the first to apologize, and I feel like I need more of a backbone.
Okay,
that's fair.
That is fair. That's relatable.
I always assume and sometimes I assume that I'm the problem when I'm not. You know,
yeah.
So
based on the stories you've told, every time you've been the problem.
every single fucking time.
Except for the Red Lobster.
Yeah, the Red Lobster, that wasn't fair for you.
That was Stripper Senior's problem.
Yeah.
Not cool, mama strippers.
Oh, I did have a confrontation with a guy at the strip club not long ago.
About what?
He was just like, he's real dumb and real obnoxious and says a bunch of stupid stuff to the girls. So I kind of was like making sarcastic remarks to him, and he got under his skin. So I'd recently shaved, and he was like, doesn't JJ look like, what's his name? The guy from the big ass dude from Harry Potter, Hagrid. He like showed a picture of the actor that plays Hagrid without facial hair. He's like showing all the girls trying to embarrass me. Doesn't this look like JJ? This doesn't look like JJ. And I was like, yeah, I might look like, this guy was divorced, and I was like, yeah, I might look like Hagrid, but Hogwarts is what you got from your ex-wife, or it's the STD you got from your ex-wife or something.
Yeah.
And like he got mad at me and like wanted to fight after that. And then he kept making little comments, and he'd mentioned that he only gets to see his, he had mentioned that he's made comments about me being a lawyer and being stupid and stuff like that. And like he'd mentioned earlier to one of the dancers, and I overheard that he gets to see his kids like one Friday every 2 weeks. And like he was looking at motorcycles, like pictures of motorcycles with another guy, because you know that's what you do at a strip club. You look at pictures of motorcycles with other dudes. You know? He's like, JJ wouldn't understand this. He's just this dumb lawyer. This is guy stuff. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm just a dumb lawyer, but you should be happy to know a lawyer because I could help you see your kids more than one Friday every 2 weeks. And he wanted to beat my ass.
God damn.
Yeah. And he tried to get me to go outside with him. And I was like, I'm not going to fight you. You're like 40 something years old. I'm in my 30s. I'm not going to fight some random dude I met at the strip club. Like, you know, like I'm better than that. He's like, you're not better than anything. And then finally a manager came because he was like standing up, like trying to yell in my face. because I was getting the better of him in every exchange. And
he picked a fight with a professional, and you fucking lit his ass. Son.
So then a manager came between us, and then we just didn't talk to each other.
Club. He should get kicked out.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's hilarious, dude.
The thing about his kids was real mean. Like,
No, go for it. Go for the fucking juggler.
This is man stuff, dude. You're a lawyer. We all know lawyers are gay.
He's a fucking idiot. All he does is like street jokes inside the club. Like he'll just do street jokes to the girls, like about their pussies and stuff, and it makes them all uncomfortable. But like he spends money there, so he kind of gets away with it. But
thanks, Chad.
The last question I had for you, JJ, was what is your worst habit?
I don't always wash my hands when I go to the bathroom.
Cricket. How dare
I've been trying to fix
remember
that.
COVID?
Yeah. But like I feel like my dick's a lot cleaner than my hands because like I touch a lot more stuff with my hands than I do my dick, you know?
Right, but nobody wants your dick germs on everything in the room. Speaking of, we're going to have to disinfect that mic.
Hey, I've washed my hands since I was. I've been trying to correct this. But yeah, that's probably my worst
honesty,
habit.
And we appreciate.
We do
honesty.
appreciate the
That
honesty.
was,
Thank you.
I know that's gross.
That's roast material, baby.
Yeah, buddy. Do you have any shows you'd like to hype up other than The Joint on the 26th?
The Joint on the 26th, I'm going to do either 45 minutes or an hour, just depending on how long the show's going. Seth's going to be on it.
I'm there, man. I'm excited.
Ray Porter's going to be on it. And who did I have hosting? Shit, I should know this. Oh, Eugene. The reason I forgot, Eugene doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, Eugene's hosting.
Man, Eugene's killing it right now.
Yeah, Eugene is
Dude,
killing
he went
it.
up to Big Diamond. Did you hear about his successes at Big Diamond?
I heard he opened for Cam Patterson.
He befriended Cam Patterson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like Cam and him clicked. And like rumor has it, and I don't know how Eugene feels about me saying this, but he may be going down to the mothership on a paid show.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, that's fucking
so
dope.
Big shout out to Eugene Belcourt.
Yeah, I love Eugene. Oh, I'm going to destroy Eugene on Partially Cooked, though. He called me out in the group chat. He's like, can I get a look on get you? Go with JJ. He's like, bitch, I'm going to mop the floor with you. I already got a joke for him. I'm going to save it for the show.
Save it for the show. Fuck yeah.
I got a good joke about
We'll have
him.
Eugene on next week, so we'll get a good rebuttal from him.
Absolutely, yeah, man.
He's gonna be so easy to roast. Like, just look at him.
You're one of you're a very prolific writer. Like, you're one of the best writers. Like, out of nowhere. I remember there was one of those like stand-up showdown shows where like it was a gladiator night.
Yeah.
And it was you and a bunch of others in the finals. And your final set, instead of going out and doing stand-up, you came out and just roasted all the other people.
Yeah, I didn't win. I didn't win. I think Bair won that one.
Yeah.
He won that one. Yeah, I was like
roasted everybody.
I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna roast everybody instead.
It worked out very like you didn't win, but it still was like unforgettable. I'm like, this guy is a machine.
Yeah,
and I think you are. So like,
thank you.
You're gonna like Bair. I'm predicting you and Bair in the finals.
Bair's gonna be tough to beat, but I don't know if that belt fits me. But I'm gonna put it over my shoulder. Like,
we can get it on you. We'll get like paper clips or something in the back, rubber band or something.
I got another show coming up December 6th. Bair's gonna be on it with me at Club 509 in Fayetteville.
Hell yeah.
We're doing that. I think it's December 6th, right?
Yeah,
December
I think that's
6th.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm doing a show in Hot Springs. I haven't nailed the date down yet, but I'm doing like 45 minutes in Hot Springs at, I don't know the name of the venue. I don't know. So that's all I got.
Do you post it on your socials? Can they?
Follow me on my socials. Yeah,
dope.
Yeah.
Your Instagram handle will be right there beneath you this whole episode.
Right.
Thank you.
If I'm here, I'll point down at it. It's right over there.
Yeah, it's like
I think
your hand may be out of the frame, so like you got to pull it back. Yeah, so it's like
it's right there.
Yeah, right there.
We can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It's giving his balls cancer right now. All right, thank you so much, JJ. Appreciate the shit out of you.
Scotch, of course I'll do it.
That's how we get him.
Yep.
Yeah,
you,
no
JJ.
problem.
Looking forward to the show, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
me too.
You're going to kill it, man. You're going to do great.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you
Peace.
guys.
Bye.